we haven't started.
Too much
There's
prep
so
for this
much
one.
work for this one.
Yes, welcome to Chris Edmi's kitchen, and we are cooking today. We're cooking Julia Child
Beef
Bourguignon.
Bourguignon.
So there you have it. This is going to be a heavy-duty one because there are a lot of ingredients, and it's a long process. This is
this is lunchtime, so we're cooking this
yes,
for dinner.
yes. So that's why we're not drinking. It's barely noon, or not that ever stopped us before, but not today. But anyway,
It's not brunch time.
a lot of people make their own version of beef bourguignon, so this is kind of, we're just following along with a classic. I mean, this woman was amazing in her day, and, you know, again, this is a recipe that she's very, very well known for. So I figured, let me give it a shot. Have you ever made beef bourguignon yourself?
I have made versions of it. Like, I think I've made, like, an Italian sort of version of beef bourguignon. Like,
That would be
when
beef
I say
bourguignon, no.
No.
Gotta end it that one.
Yeah, like, I made stews like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if I make
true beef
I
bourguignon?
don't think so.
Well, I'm kind of
I
excited.
love eating it.
I will find out.
Oh, you know what?
Hours
I
away.
did it once with one of those boxes that you receive, like a Blue Wave.
Oh,
one of those.
right.
It had a version of a beef bourguignon.
Yeah. I mean, the bottom line with any of it is generally kind of, it's a long process. This one allegedly is close to 6 hours, so let's get to it.
Huh?
I'm going to stop yapping. What we started, the first thing you do, you take bacon, and for some reason she liked to put it in water and then simmer it for about 10 minutes. Then you take it out, which we've already done, and now we're going to add that back into our Dutch oven.
Pan.
That's a
It
Dutch
has
oven.
already. Oh, Dutch oven. That's
It
right.
comes with wooden shoes and everything. It's amazing. No, so we're
Olive
gonna,
oil.
olive oil's in there. Here's the bacon. This is what it looks like after it's been kind of blanched. There you go. Apparently, the French call those lardons, which are, it's basically just bacon cut in quarter-inch strips. The French, they've got to make everything sound exciting. Yes.
Give me that.
Give me it. It's already starting with the give me that. Feel free now. It's all yours. But anyway, we're going to simmer up the bacon, and I guess until that gets brown and crispy.
Crispy, like we like it.
And then we're going to remove that, and then we're going to get to the beef. So don't go anywhere. The cat's going to come now thinking it's time. Okay. Break. Okay, so we removed the bacon, it's nice and crispy, from the Dutch oven, and in goes...
The meat, but he already patted with towel, paper towel.
Yes.
So that it's dry, it's not wet and soggy.
And allegedly, be careful, don't just, you might just gently throw that in instead of throwing it from a... She's letting gravity go into hot oil. Surprise.
And it's cooking in the bacon, the bacon fat.
Yes.
Whatever it's fat.
Okay, so we're going to brown that up, and once it really starts to get a little crispy on the outside, at least a little browned on the outside, we're going to remove this beef as well and put it aside, much like we did with the bacon. Oh, don't worry, they'll all come together at some point in time.
Right. The thing about this is that it takes longer because there's so many, excuse me, thank you, many processes.
I got to get this.
So many processes.
It's a big process.
So that everything, all the juices, all the flavor from each thing just gets really pulled them out. And it's good.
Said Julia Child. Well, I can't help, anytime I think of Julia Child, though, my head immediately, which before your time, goes to the famous SNL skit with Dan Aykroyd playing Julia Child. And every other line was, save the liver! Always remember to save the liver! What are you doing?
A cat or a dog, they love liver. Save the liver. Don't throw it away. I hope I've made my point. Don't throw the liver away. Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
And then, it's kind of gross, but he then...
YouTube it.
He feigns, he sort of cuts himself, and there's blood, or she cut herself, and there's blood spurting all over, and she's
Let's just
continuing...
not put that in the universe so that it doesn't happen.
This is true. And she continues to cook, and I'm feeling a little faint and woozy now. And eventually she kind of passes out. Let's have a scene end. But anyway, that's not going to happen today.
No.
I don't think. We've done most of the cutting already, the pre-game cutting, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is browning up really nice. I think it's time for that to be removed.
Yeah.
So into this, we're going to lower this just a little bit.
Put the onions.
We're going to put the carrots, the onion.
The onion.
This is a white onion. I don't know if we're going to put the whole thing in.
No, because it's baked.
I would go with half a white onion at this point.
Okay.
So I'll take that in there. We're going to put a little salt and pepper. So the carrots and the onions have been sauteing in the bacon fat, and most of that's been absorbed now, and it smells really good. About 3 to 5 minutes. You can tell when the onions start to get a little caramelized, a little translucent as well. Now, sous chef, can you please add the bacon, and the beef?
The bacon.
And the beef.
And the beef.
There's the beef! Oh, let's not do that again. Just throw it in, it's fine. It's all good. Throw the juice of the beef. You don't want to destroy it. The beef, by the way, could be any type of stew meat you want. You can go high grade, average grade, lower grade, whatever. That'll add or take away from the tenders one way or the other, I guess. Now I'm going to take a little flour, which I have here, and I'm going to sprinkle that in. Kind of just coating everything a little bit. Stir.
I stir.
Stir. Make sure everything gets coated.
Everything is coated.
Oh, I could do something right now. This dress is beautiful. It really is. Very nice.
I'm ready.
Want to dance? Want to dance? Come on, let's dance. The oven's at 450. Put it on the center rack. What do you often say to me? Put a lid on it. Especially when we're on a long drive and she doesn't like to talk. And I fear the sound of silence.
Here we go.
And I keep talking.
Here we go.
Into the oven. Okay, 8 minutes. 8 minutes, it's coming out. So it's in at 12:27. That's real time. So do the math. 35. Thank you. 12:35. Be right back.
Don't wait for me.
It'll be 12 minutes later.
Till tomorrow.
Carry the 2, divide by 7. Yeah, okay.
He's fighting with me. Fighting with me.
Well, I was trying to find some really nice French music, but somebody had to mess with my playlist and while we wait, oh, I have a little flour on it.
There goes my dress.
Get your mitts off me.
So what are we doing?
We gotta take this out of the oven now.
Oh.
Oui, madame.
Woo.
S'il vous
The
plaît.
heat is on.
Here it comes. Oh, man, that's a heavy pot. That's one heavy Dutch oven. Okay, now comes the liquid part. Beef broth.
Beef broth.
We're gonna do
Almost 2 cups.
almost 2 cups.
The
That's
purpose
good.
of it is that it covers the whole beef and the vegetables.
And can you pour in wine about
2
the
cups,
same?
right?
About the same as the.
So almost, because we had like 1 3/4.
This is a Chianti. That's good. This is the kind of red, fairly full-bodied. I would guess she wants to add in here.
Somebody's scared of me.
I noticed they said Chianti though, not like a don't waste our Bordeaux. About 3 crushed cloves of garlic.
Half a teaspoon of thyme.
Oh, we've got time on our side.
There you go. And 1 teaspoon of, or tablespoon.
Tablespoon.
Or teaspoon. Oh,
We need a tablespoon of tomato paste.
Tomato paste. Okay, okay.
The oven now has been reset.
To 350.
To 350.
We have lowered the temperature. It smells really good.
Well, now the wine is taken over, so that has to sort of cook off a little bit, the smell of the wine. But
A little bit more salt and pepper.
feel free. On the where's camera 2? No. On the back end of this.
Our camera 2-person was
Yeah.
sick today.
Yeah, apparently.
Never came.
Never came.
showed up.
Didn't show up. Still waiting to get paid. On the back end of this, though, we have. She uses pearl onions. Couldn't find any in the store, so I found these.
Cipollini.
Cipollini onions. So it's a little Italian anyway. These small little
We're going
tiny.
to be a Beef Bourguignon.
But mushrooms and the onions, they're going to get sautéed separately with butter, etc., other seasonings. There's going to be parsley and bay leaf. S'il vous plaît. How do you say open in French? I don't know.
Appui?
Appui.
Sorry, I forgot my whole French. Ouvert. Ouvri.
Ouvri. Into the oven.
I'm going to find out because I don't
Now you can play more music, you can dance, you can sleep, you can drink some wine, do whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
That's that for now. That's going to stay there for, I believe, close to 4 hours.
Thank God I'm not hungry.
No, we're going to have lunch now. because I haven't had breakfast yet. But that goes in for 4 hours, as I said. And then we're going to do the mushrooms and the onions. They're sauteed in butter and a few other little seasonings. We'll get to that in a little bit. And that's added on the back end, the last hour of cooking when it goes back into the oven.
And by the time the show is finished, you might see me in my pajamas.
That makes two of us. That might happen by the time we're actually eating this thing. But anyway, patience, hang in there. Oh, I'm an asshole.
Yes, you are. Oh, thanks for trolling me.
Ah. Hey? Anyway, we just finished sauteing the onions and the mushrooms
Oh my God, that
with
looks
all the
amazing.
fresh herbs. We did this in a little olive oil.
It goes
little
into
butter.
the beef.
We just took the beef bourguignon out of the oven. We're gonna mix this up a little bit here. Let's take a look, have a look, see. Look how nice, nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. You
Okay.
need a piece of French bread.
So somebody was trying to get somebody to go out to the rain and get some French bread.
No, I was gonna go.
Get a baguette. You nice baguette. This is going back in the oven, which is now
What?
down.
Again.
Which is now down to 300. We're gonna put it in here just a little bit longer, so all of the flavors can marry each other, and then we eat. Bon appetit. But here we go with the Dutch oven. Okay. Voila. Ding, 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 ding. We're going in. This is it. This is it. 5 hours, almost 5.5 hours later. Julia Child Beef Bourguignon. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, oopsie. I even had enough time to clean all the pots and pans. You see? Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Oh, this looks like something. I don't know what, but it looks like something.
Looks delicious.
There's stuff going on in here, but yeah. Very nice. Well, the final test will be, you know what? We have to taste it. That's coming up at the table. Bon appetit! Well, I've grown a beard. I need to shave since we started this, but...
I took a nap, a very long nap.
Yes.
But thank you for cooking this, because he ended up cooking the whole thing.
Well,
Mostly.
you helped. You were the sous chef at the beginning, but, you know, this is what we do here. You know, I cook, you cook, he cooks, she cooks. That's the way this runs. It looks amazing. It looks like beef bourguignon. This is, again, Julia Child version, but...
And it tastes like beef
Does it?
bourguignon. It's
You sure?
really good.
All right.
I already tasted
You've
it.
cheated. All right, I'm going to give this a little, first without the beef. Mmm.
And now, with a little bit of French bread, of course. For the sauce.
Do the French
Oh,
dunk bread, or is that just an Italian or Puerto Rican Italian
I
thing?
think it's everybody who loves bread does this.
All right. But I have to say,
Dunk it, dunk it.
the sauce is really thick, filled with flavor, a very layered flavor.
Oh my God, it's really good.
It's very French. It really is. And
And for a day like this, that is so humid, it's raining so much, it's cold, it's perfect.
beef bourguignon, you can do it your way. You can follow the recipe with Julia Child. I would say we give you the recipe that we did today. This was more of us following a recipe. We can point you, and we will where you can find the recipe. But there are various
It's not
ways.
easy. There's a lot of
Yeah.
procedures to follow. Procedures.
And if you don't do it
Serious thing.
properly, a little French chef jumps out of the closet and says, "No, no, no, no! Reverse and do that again."
We have that French of the fault that comes out of faith that says, look.
That's true. That would be my friend Greg Law. Okay, we'll keep eating.
So good.
Stay safe, stay warm, be well. Buen provecho.
I'm probably coming in already.
Already? The feeding bag's been on a while. See you next time.
Bye.